Hi, nice to see you.
Hi, Scott.
How hello from sunny London. You know England very well, don't you?
We know England. We were there yesterday.
Hello from foggy New York.
Yeah, it's very foggy.
Congratulations on the season 2, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. I was just saying to Kristine and Christina, well done for debunking the difficult second album myth, because it's a tough thing that's a tough nut to crack. So I wondered for you guys, what was the difference in pressure in terms of when you started and you were bringing the show out and hoping that people would watch it, to now going into season 2, now having fans and having a different kind of pressure? Which one was harder for you?
Good question. Well, hard in different ways. I guess exciting in that we knew that people had responded to the show and that it had been a success and that we had made something we were really proud of. And so starting season 2, I guess we kind of had a bit of a launch pad, and we knew the things that we wanted to improve on, and we wanted it to sort of be elevated in terms of the way it looked, and we wanted it to build on the characters. But actually, from a writer's point of view, what was lovely about season 2 is because we knew the cast, we knew the characters, we kind of had the voice of all the cast and the characters in our head. It did make the writing process easier, I think. I feel like the second series was... the first series is so much about working out the tone, and the second series we kind of knew what the music was going to be like. We knew how each of the characters interacted and the kind of the joy of the show. So I think that was better. I guess there's a bit more of a pressure because we know that people are kind of watching it and going, oh, I love this about season 1. I'm really looking forward to know what happens with this character in particular, who's my favourite character, and you kind of don't want to let anybody down. But I think it was a more sort of joyful process, actually, the second season, because we just were so sort of excited to make it better and build on it.
You very much write the characters with the actors' voices in your head, don't you? When you're writing for Mrs. St. George, you can hear Christina, you can hear how Christina's gonna say it, and just as an observer watching you write, you're so conscious of the rhythm of how those actors speak, and that really finds its way onto the page. And it's so exciting to read Katherine's scripts because you absolutely can visualise each of those characters, exactly how those actors will say it. And the two things kind of come together in a really organic way. It's very exciting.
And season 1 was sort of a coming of age. The girls made the first kind of big tough decisions of their lives. But by the end, Nan's the Duchess, and they're all kind of grown up. So series 2, from the beginning, we kind of wanted it to be kind of bigger and sexier and more scandalous and more grown up, and that was kind of in costume and hair and makeup. We just kind of went for it more because they're women now in this world and they have kind of more power and more responsibility, and what are they going to do with it?
I think they've all got much more of a sense of their own desire in the second series. First series they're younger and more polite, and they're sort of waiting to be picked in that slightly teenage way that probably still happens now. But in second series, they're kind of owning their own stories and feeling kind of bigger emotions and kind of lust and excitement and betrayal and romance aplenty in store for season 2.
There's been I say a plethora. There's been quite a few successful shows that have been of a period of time gone by, as it were. People seem to really kind of love that. What do you think it is for audiences that they? Do you think it's the escapism of it all? Do you think it's the stories and the characters, or do you think it's just the period that people seem to be drawn to that's removed from modern day, shall we say?
I think inevitably it's everybody wants escapism now more than ever, but I think the costumes and the locations and the kind of big sort of sweeping themes and in Buccaneers we've got all of that and more in terms of the kind of castles and the beautiful landscape and the stately homes and the parties, and the kind of scale of it is irresistible. What we hope we're kind of bringing on top of that is the kind of slightly more relatable contemporary feel of the relationships and the dialogue and the characters being able to feel like people that we know as well. So what we hope is that we kind of are offering a bit of both. So you've got the kind of everything that people love about period dramas with the romance and all of that, but also on top of that, we've got the sort of slightly more nitty-gritty stuff of how people actually speak to each other and how people are able to relate, and in a contemporary way, some of the themes that we've kind of explored, how that feels for a modern audience to go, oh, that's a bit like somebody I know had that experience, which you don't always get in period dramas because sometimes you're just kind of looking at them from a distance and feeling like it's people that you don't know.
How enamoured are you guys with your casting director or directors? Because across the board, you must be so delighted with who you've got, not just, you know, seasoned actors like Christina Hendricks, but you've got all these amazing kind of up and comers. I mean, it must have been such a great day when you managed to cast all of these guys, because across the board it's almost flawless. So, you know, deserve a very, very big
thank you. Well, Carleen and her team are our casting team, and they are really brilliant, and we do owe them a huge debt.
I'd also say, you know, we have an incredible casting team, and it was a really organic, long process finding those characters last year, and you know, we've just built on it since then. But I think that it's also testament to the writing that you know, actors like Leighton Meester and Christina Hendricks want to come back and back and back for more, because the way that Katherine writes those characters feels so relatable and so truthful, and you know, they have these incredible monologues that, you know, really speak to you and speak to them. And we've sort of yet to meet an actor to pick up one of Katherine's scripts and not want to do it. So we're lucky, but I think there's a lucky secret in there that makes it all work.
Nasty.
Before I leave, I will say Christina Hendricks loves Fleabag, and I've put it out that maybe a Phoebe Waller-Bridge cameo somewhere down the line.
Sold.
Oh,
We'll be very happy
where
with
do we
that.
sign? Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
The third St George sister.
Yeah.
Guys, I wish you all the best with the show. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!